Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach and I have my coffee this morning in my new, don't want to spill this, my new, hopefully I'm getting this in the camera, but it's a coffee mug with music notes and a guitar as the handle. I got it from my team lead who gave us all on the team coffee mugs that kind of reflect things that we like, or things that we have passions about or stuff like that. Kind of jealous that one of the guys on our team got like this kind of steampunk mug with a skull on it and everything. That was actually kind of cool. But, you know, I like the mug too. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is that the handle feels just a little, I don't want to say flimsy, but, you know, I'm just worried about it maybe breaking off. It feels odd is what it feels like, because it's kind of curved and weird. But you know, again, it's the thought that counts, which sounds very passive aggressive of I don't like the gift, which is not true. I like the gift. It's a very nice gift, and I feel, you know, it's cool to be on a team where people do stuff like this, you know. I just don't want it to break. So speaking of which, my team lead is texting me. So hold on just a second. I want to just tell him that, hey, I'm doing some recording. Okay. All right. So just had to text him, and it's interesting because he keeps giving me grief that I have 2 weeks of vacation. But the thing I keep having to remind him is, well, no, today and tomorrow morning is what they have at Quicken. We get professional training hours, and I had some saved up. So I had some use it or lose it type of stuff. And I figured, well, just so you're not working, but you're training on your time, which is kind of nice. I'm going to be going through a bunch of AWS videos and some Python videos today and tomorrow. So just had to tell him that. Anyway, he's like, get off of Teams. You're on vacation. I'm like, no, technically not yet. Believe me, 11 o'clock tomorrow, I am, my brain is definitely off for that. All right. So back to the grind, so to speak. I'm almost close to doing this. I do want to put tests around these things real quick and then close this out and do one or two other things. And then I've been doing so many episodes on rocks. I would bet the last 50 have been on rocks. I need to switch. I think I'm going to move to editor config generator and update it and do some stuff there, because there are some features I do want to add to it, and I've haven't given it the love in quite a while. All right. So this one should be fairly easy to write tests for. Let's go down here and let's do LM. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Okay. So let's say tests. Test. All right, so now I need to get a namespace. Probably could do something like, I just want to get a type symbol, and then I want to get its, well, actually I don't even need to get the type symbol. I need to actually get the namespace. So I probably could grab one of these and tweak it for what I need. Get namespace symbol, namespace symbol, namespace, or no, namespace symbol. Yes. And then we need to do this. Yeah, I had a little thing in my throat for a second. My wife's been coughing and feeling bad. And of course, as soon as that happens in this day and age, everybody is like, oh my God, COVID. And that's, of course, going through our head. But of course, it seems like almost every year around the winter, at some point, she gets bronchitis, like clockwork. It's just... So it could be just as simple as, you got that. So I feel bad because, again, she doesn't feel the greatest. And namespace, declaration, syntax. Okay. All right. So now I should be able to say var namespace is equal to namespace. Get namespace symbol. Okay, we're going to have to give it some code. Var. You know what? Test case. We're going to pass in the code here. Namespace. My namespace. Dot stuff. Dot. And that should give my namespace. Dot stuff. Okay. So we're going to say string code string expected value. Oh, I forgot to close that. Okay, so now we're going to say here code and then assert multiple. I'm really going to have to rethink this. I might change my attempt at this where I'm always using assert multiple. But if the test really doesn't if the test really doesn't have that, if you only have one, then I'm going to consider that. Consider not always using assert multiple. All right. So actually, I'm going to change it. Ass. Sorry. Assert that namespace.get name. No. Is equal to expected value. Okay. All right, and then we're going to have one in here that oh, you know what? Yeah, that's a little... Okay, I take this back. This is not what I wanted to do because I need to have the case where it's null. You can't do it. Oh, no. var code is equal to that. So let's get rid of these. And then that, and then is equal to that. Okay. And then we're going to say assert that null as I namespace symbol not get name, and you want to do that as an expression body for member, right? Yes. Okay, and then run these tests. And what do we get? Oh yeah. Wow. That was a total bunch of failure there, wasn't it? First of all, we need to put that back. And then second of all, this is going to be string.empty. Wow, that was just a boatload of failure for a Monday morning. That's better. Okay, and then the other thing we need to do is the namespace gatherer. Yes. And the namespace gatherer is in the builders, which I don't think I have a folder for, which is fine because, you know, the thing that you can do is you can add folders. If you really want to do stuff, you got to put them in folders. So now we're going to do this, and we're going to say namespace gatherer tests. Don't know what I want to do here yet. Var gatherer equal to new namespace. Name gatherer. There's like 3. There's an add for the namespace symbol. So we can do that pretty easily. Okay. I really wish it picked up system link. I probably said that 20 times already, but I don't know why it misses that one. So, yeah. Should try to make a note. You know, I'm going to. Because in my mind it should. In my mind it should. Okay. So we want to say here, code namespace, gatherer.add namespace. Okay. And then we're going to say var namespaces is equal to gatherer.values. And that should be an immutable set. Yeah. So, and what is namespaces? That is a string. So we are going to do a couple of assertions here. And we're going to assert that namespaces dot length or count is equal to 1. Add namespace symbol. Assert that namespaces contains item. My name namespace values equal to that. We do want to change that here as well, because actually, scrap that. No, because then we're being consistent, which is good. We want to be consistent. Contains the item namespace value. Okay. On this test, this should work, and it does. And namespace symbols as a range. How do I want to do this? Yeah, that's fine. Code 1, namespace 1, because we don't really care. Code 1, and then we're going to say namespace value 2, code 2, and remember, Jason, you got to have different names. Excuse me. Stuff and things. Okay, so we're going to say new we should have 2, should have 1, and we should have 2. Okay, and we do. I want to have add same namespace here. Because this should, again, this is the thing that we should only have one value. And we do. One more. Add namespace from type. type of list and it should be list type namespace. Cool. Let us shut down, start up again, and run all tests. If they all pass, then I am considering this to be done. Okay? Done, done, and done. Toasted. Yeah, I've been thinking I've got 2 weeks of vacation where I'm going to be doing, I don't want to say nothing, but all of it is going to be, we're not traveling. We're not going to go visit family because of COVID, which absolutely sucks. My wife's father is almost 90 and, he's still in good shape, but, he's almost 90 and I hate to say it, but, as you get that high in age, things get closer and it sucks because we haven't, seen him or anybody in the family for that matter all year. And we usually go down at least once to Wisconsin per year just to visit family. And that ain't happening this year. So I got to make sure that I have a very relaxing vacation, but I want it to stay busy. Even that means if I'm busy reading a book for an hour, you know what I mean? Just take it. I've probably said this numerous times, take advantage of vacations. But I can't do a vacation where I'm literally just sitting, like lying in bed and like being absolutely lazy and doing nothing. That bothers me. I got to do stuff. I got to at least do things around the house or whatever, But I'm also very, very happy with just reading books or, hey, play a video game or, hey, play music for an hour or, hey, clean up this thing because I've been letting it sit there and I haven't gotten around to it, blah, blah, blah. All right, tests are running, right? Well, did they? I don't know. Are they... I don't know. Did they run? Something with the Test Explorer, it seems like recently it kind of regressed. And I can't quite put my finger on it. Okay, so what are you doing? Are you doing anything? R-A. What? No tests found to run. Well, it did have a part up here where it did run. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's good enough, but what the hell? This is done. Done, and dusted. Okay. So, give me a second. I'm going to do all the merging and branching and everything else. Okay, so hold on. Okay, everything is pushed and up and everything else. What the heck? Video support? Drag and dropping, selecting your pit. Wow. You can actually add videos to GitHub action or not actions issues. That's cool. Because sometimes it's just better to record a video and then say, hey, this is what it's doing or not doing. Okay, so let us check this off of the list. Close the issue. And now we go down to 10 issues. Okay, so sure. That's odd. Oh, crap. It didn't say. Oh, I know what it, whatever. Okay. So there was something I had here, though. Whatever it was lost. Can I remember? When I edit this video like 2 months later, I'll be like, oh, yeah. That thing with the stuff. Oh, yeah. Assert multiple. So let's close this. Okay. And then let's put this here. Okay. I will put those issues in later, but I do want to move on to usage of member identifier attribute. Okay. So I don't think member identifier, if I go into the code base here, member identifier attribute. I want to make sure that, okay, I have tests and I have a way to get the member description off of the type, but, oh, I do. Oh, holy crap. Okay. Well, that's closed. I am completely wrong on this. HiMock extensions uses member identifier attribute. So this has to stick around. And that solves it. I mean, solves it. I honestly thought that I was no longer using member identifier, but as Jason has found out, Jason is wrong. So yeah. And the failure comes from somewhere that has an identifier. And I guess if I think about it real deeply, I could probably get away with somehow finding out the thing you're in, but yeah, no, it's fine. I am using this, so we are closing this. Okay, so that takes care of that one, which is a nice little thing. Let's look at our milestones, and there was one more thing in here. Creating makes with no members. Yes, this one I do have to, I'm not going to do it now. That will be, maybe I'll do another episode on this one, but I'm kind of doubting it. The thing, yeah, it's the case where if you have a type that has no members that are mockable, no mockable members, okay, that it will fail right now because it'll say, well, you don't have any mockable members, so I can't make anything from it. In the case, though, of a make, because we don't have any verifications, we don't do any assertions or setups or anything like that, do I really care? Do I really give a crap that you can't actually mock anything on it? You know, and yes, this is kind of a bad design in the first place. This is actually discouraged. You should put members on types. If you have this is really called a marker interface, consider using an attribute. The problem with that is the discovery is a little, like to say if something is of a certain thing. Interfaces are arguably easier than diving into the reflection API. But then again, are you actually using inheritance the way it should be used, which is one, sparingly, and two, why have an interface that doesn't have any definitions on it? Feels weird when you do this, but it's still technically legal to do this, and so I should. For creates, yeah, you have to have mockable members. For makes, no, you don't. So the thing I'm going to have to do is figure out, you still have to give me something that isn't sealed and is abstract and all this other stuff. But in the case of a make, if you don't have mockable members, that's okay. So I'm going to have to just figure out the right design around that to split that up correctly. But at the end of the day, it should be a very simple thing to do. So, but I'm not going to do that right now because I think I'm done for the morning and the day. So, yeah, but once I get this in, then I'm going to ship 5.1 and I will be happy. So, thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.